Hello and welcome to Boardgame TV. It's Decked Wednesday and we're playing Marvel Legendary, but we are using the Villains expansion. Now, this is the first time we've come across the Villains expansion, so let's get right into it. So, Marvel Legendary was expanding, had a couple of expansions. People complained to them, hey man, why don't you have it where we can play as bad guys? They said, okay. So they came out with a big box set called Legendary Villains, and comes with a new map, and it's basically where you play as villains against a hero. Same engine, same format, just playing as villains against a hero. Now this has not, let me how I put this. I guess the villain stuff has not sold well, because it seems that Upper Deck is not putting out any more Villains expansions. They haven't talked about it. You got a big base box set with plenty of villains and stuff like that. They gave you one small box expansion, The Fear Itself, and since then, nothing. They've been quiet about it, unless they said, hey, we're done, we're not putting any more Villains expansions out, and I just missed it. They haven't, and this has been a couple years now. They haven't put anything else out, and they haven't said they were going to put anything else out. So I don't think, either two things happened. Either they ran out of ideas, or the villains stuff just doesn't sell well. Now, Fear Itself was not a great comic book storyline, in my opinion, and I think a lot of others agree with it, so it's not exactly a good way to back this thing up. But I'm guessing maybe because of the price point, because it was a big box set, it did cost some money, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just didn't sell well. Maybe they just, the way they did it, it just didn't resonate. For whatever reason, I don't think it's resonated. So I would not expect any more Villains expansions. However, you can freely mix and match. If you wanted to play regular Marvel Legendary and you said, hey, you know what? I like Ultron. He's my good guy. Let's make him a good guy. You could use him as a good guy. But here we're using it as intended, or how we think it's supposed to be. So honestly think if you're a fan of Marvel Legendary, the villain set is worth it to get. It does come with a bigger player mat. You get plenty of new villains who you could use as heroes in your regular Marvel Legendary, but you aren't going to use a lot of the stuff that comes with it, and we're fixing to go over that in just a second. Okay, so like I said, this plays the same. You use the bystander deck, but there isn't any special bystanders themed for the villains stuff. So so if you get a bystander like these days, and if you save them, they become part of your hero team. It kind of doesn't thematically fit in. I mean, the New Mutants aren't going to be teaming up with Ultron and Loki anytime soon. Instead of wounds, you have bindings. They work basically the same. If you don't recruit any allies or defeat any adversaries or commandos on your turn, you may KO a binding from your hand. If you do, the player to your right gains all the other bindings from your hand. That's really kind of the only difference. However, if you're playing solo, it's not really going to... You would just pass it to yourself, so you'd never get rid of it, but that doesn't make any sense, so I just go ahead and KO it. Instead of scheme twist, you have your plot twist. And you can see there's a different art here. And we're playing Resurrect Heroes with the Norn Stones. It has 8 twists, and twist 1 through 6, an adversary from the current player's victory pile enters the bridge. Then play the top card of the adversary deck. twist 7 through 8, each player puts an adversary from their victory pile into the overrun pile. Good wins, you notice that, when there are 3 adversaries per player in the overrun pile. So we only are playing 1 player, so when there are 3 adversaries in the overrun pile, and you can see they had an overrun pile here. Okay, so we are playing against Doctor Strange. Okay, and Doctor Strange is not a mastermind, he is a commander. And here he is. He always leads the defenders, and they are part of the adversaries deck. His command strike. That's right. Instead of a master strike, you're going to have a command strike. Reveal the top 3 cards of the adversary deck. Put the adversary you revealed with the highest printed fight on top of that deck. Then play a plot twist from among the cards you reveal. Then put the rest of those cards on the bottom of that deck in random order. So there's this thing. And you know, he still has his tactics and everything that you still got to beat. He's got 8. So we have the defenders in here, and I use the mandroids as the henchman group. And we still have our plot twist cards, our 1 bystander, and of course our commander strikes. Command strikes in here. And you still have your HQ, but it's called the lair. You see, you have the bridge, the streets, the rooftops, the bank, the sewers. And now this is called the lair, and this is where you recruit your heroes. And we are playing with Ultron, the Enchantress, the Green Goblin, and Loki. Alright. Now, instead of shield agents and shield troopers, we have Hydra operatives, which are the recruit. So you get 8 of these, just like you would shield agents. And you have the Hydra soldier, which are the fight, and you get 4 of those, like your shield troopers. Same thing. You just use them to recruit and combat. So that's it. And instead of Maria Hill, we have Madam Hydra. She is worth, 3, 2 to get her. She's worth 2 recruit, 3 to get her. Dodge. To play this card, you must discard a card from your hand. Okay, so she has the standard dodge ability. Now let's go over what dodge is, because you're going to see this a lot. You see it a lot with Ultron. Dodge means during your turn, you may discard this card from your hand to draw another card. This ability represents the trickiness and resourcefulness of the villain's allies. Many dodge cards have condition effects, so that sometimes you want to play them and sometimes you want to dodge them away. Dodge also helps you sculpt your hand towards recruit points or attack as you desire. When you dodge a card from your hand, ignore all other text on that card, with exceptions. When you play a dodge card from your hand, you didn't play that card, so the dodge card's ally class color doesn't help your superpowers. So if I were to discard it to draw another card, you can't, have like this. If I had another card that required a couple texts, I couldn't use that to get to that tech bonus that I needed, because you're technically not playing it. Some allies in this set count the number of cards you discard this turn. This includes cards you discard with dodge. And there are other keywords we'll go over, but we went over that. And instead of sidekicks, you have new recruits. And this basically is the same thing. Return this card to the new recruit stack, draw a card, and you get 1 fight. And they're cost 2. Again, though, how regular Marvel Legendary has expanded the whole new recruits deck, they haven't done that with these guys. So there are no special new recruits in this deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over our first card, and we have a bystander. Okay, so we'll just put the bystander there, and it's a regular old bystander I randomly picked from our stack. Okay, so let's see what I have. I have 2 fight and 4 recruit. Well, I can't fight anything. And let's see here. Let's recruit. Now villains is really really, Marvel Legendary had a competitive aspect to it. This one has a really competitive aspect to it. It focuses more on burning other players that you are playing against than regular Marvel Legendary does. So it's a little bit more harder to play solo, but yeah, it's still doable. So okay, I'll take Illusionary Bindings, Loki for 2 recruit, and we put him there. Let's go ahead and do our next turn, and we have Mandroid, Henchman Villain. This gets +1 fight for each other Mandroid in your victory pile. And you fight him, you KO one of your heroes. So he's captured that one. So, okay, so I have basically 4 recruit, 2 fight. So what I'm going to do, I am going to beat the Mandroid, because there's no other Mandroids in my victory pile. So I'll get the Mandroid and the Bystander, fight them, we're done. That means I get to KO one of my heroes, and I'll KO him. That leaves me with 3 recruit. And let's see, I did that next turn. I will take this Enchant the Senses Enchantress. And there we go. And now we have Iron Fist. He's part of the Defenders. To fight Iron Fist, you must also reveal 3 allies with different cost. And he costs 3 fight to fight. 3 allies. Now you have to remember that these are allies. Okay, so that's what it means when it says that. So let me do a quick shuffle, and we will be right back. Okay, so I have 2 fight. I actually have 4 fight, but I can't. I don't have 3 allies with different costs. I have 2 different costs, so I can't fight Iron Fist. I don't have enough to get Doctor Strange, so my fight is wasted. I do have 3 recruit. Let's get another recruit. Let's take one of these Army of Ultrons, and that'll be good enough. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the next one, and it is a plot twist. Okay, so an adversary from the current player's victory pile enters the bridge, then play the top card of the adversary deck. Okay, well, so we're going to move this guy. Here we go. The Mandroid from my victory pile is now in here. And then we have to play the top card of this, and this is another Mandroid. So we got a couple Mandroids on the bar now. And as you can see, this is going to stack up pretty bad. And let's deal myself some new cards here. Okay, well, I can't do nothing really. Let's see here, except I do have 4 recruit. And I think with my 4 recruit, I have 2 fight. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's spend 2 fight. Let's kill one of these Mandroids. I have to KO a hero. We'll KO this guy. That leaves me with 3 recruit. And I guess I'll take this Ultron right here, start stacking the text. And then let's go here. And we have Namor, the Submariner. Ambush. If any other defenders, adversaries are in the city, each player gains a bindings. Well, he is. Iron Fist, I'm going to gain a bindings. Fight, same effect. Overrun, same effect. Okay. So he's pretty, God, he's a handful, man. I don't know what to say about that. He's not going to be easy. As you can see, they've kind of ramped up the difficulty a little bit with this. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, one of the big bugaboos about the base set for Marvel Legendary was that the villains were just too easy to beat. And I can see where they're coming from with that. Okay, well, I got my 6 cards. Alright, so let's see what I can do here. Alright, I don't have, I do. Whenever you defeat an adversary this turn, I gain a new recruit. Alright. Each other player reveals or gains a bindings. That means me, so I have to reveal this. If any number is claimed a binding this way, you get +1. See, that's not going to do me any good. Dodge. Reveal a Hydra card from your hand. This card is tech instead of its normal color this turn. Okay, that's fine. I did reveal a Hydra. So it looks like I do have 3 different costs for allies. So let's see. I have 3 fight, which is good enough to defeat Iron Fist. So let's just beat Iron Fist there. Okay. And I did, so I'm going to gain a new recruit because I do have that other special thing. So I'll gain a new recruit. And then I have 2, 4, 5, excuse me, 5 fight. And I will take this Father of Lies Loki. And that will be it for that. Alright, let's see what we get here. We get another plot twist. Dang it. Okay, so this Iron Fist. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do Iron Fist. I got this Mandroid here. He's going to go here. And then another Namer is coming out. And it's an ambush. But there are no other defenders, so I won't gain a binding. So there we go. Let's see here. There's my bindings. Okay, so what do I have? I don't have much. Well, that stinks. Actually, so I only have 3 recruit, no fight, because these words I don't have any other tech ally. I could play this. I could dodge and see if I get lucky. Yeah, okay. I'll discard it and draw another card with it. Why not? Nah, I didn't get lucky. Okay. All right, so I have 4 recruit. Can't do anything with this. Let's gain another recruit here. But I'm gonna go. Let's go with Madam Hydra. Okay, and so now we have this guy come out, and this is another Mandroid. And so now the city's filling up really good. I gotta take care of some of these Mandroids here. Luckily, I don't have any in my pool. I gotta get rid of some of these guys, or I'm gonna have to get some bindings, man. Okay, well, shoot, I don't have much. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play dodge, and I'm gonna discard that, and I'm gonna gain this. Okay, this gives me 3 fight and 3 recruit. Okay, I'm gonna take out this Mandroid. I have to KO one of my heroes, and I'll KO this guy. And then I will do a 3 recruit, and I will gain this goblin with the pumpkin bombs. Buys me a little bit more time. And we have another plot twist. Okay, well that's not going to be good. Alright, well, looks like the Mandroid is coming back out. This is going to screw me, and then I have to play the top card. And this is another Mandroid. So Mariner is out. He gets to overrun. So, that's not good. So now I'm going to... there are other defenders. Because there's a defender right there. So I'm going to gain a binding again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to return this card, and I'm going to gain 1 fight. Okay. Whenever you defeat, okay. This card. Alright, look at the top 2 cards from their player's deck. Without revealing those cards, call one of them good and one of them bad. That player puts one of those cards into their discard pile and the other one into your discard pile. Okay, you see what I mean about that? It's a little hard. I'll put the good one. I just have to put one good one in my discard pile. Okay. So I have 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I will beat Mariner. There are no other defenders in there, so we're not going to have effect. I'm going to gain a new recruit. And then I have 3 recruit. And I will take this Ultron right here. Okay. So we have now another plot twist. Well, that's great. Okay, that's 1 through 6. Man, they're coming fast and furious. Alright, so looks like Namor is coming back out. You know what? I'll pick Iron Fist. He'll come back out. And then I have to play the top card of the deck, and it's Command Strike. Okay. So, reveal the top 3 cards of the adversary deck. Okay, that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3. Put the adversary you revealed with the highest printed fight on top of that deck. Okay, that's Luke Cage. Then play a plot twist from among the cards revealed. Then put the rest of those cards on the bottom of the deck in random order. Okay. Alright, well, there was a plot twist revealed, so I'm going to have to play that. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a short game. Alright, well, Namor comes in. That means this guy, he is now in the overrun. And we're ambush. I'm going to have to gain a binding. Oh boy. And then I have to play the top card of the adversary deck. And it is, of course, Luke Cage. That precious mandroid right here. Boom. That is it. Wow. What a short, pitiful game. My God. I think this is going to be the shortest video I ever did. Now, when I said this game was harder, I meant it. Maybe it's the combination of stuff that I had. But yeah, this was a total, absolute disaster. We'll look at Luke Cage. Fight. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck. You choose which players discard them and which players put them back on top in the order of their choice. So you see, this is much more geared towards competitive play on that. Alright, let's look at Doctor Strange. He has some Master Command Strikes. Reveal cards from the ally deck equal to the number of players. Put one of those cards into each player's discard pile. Okay. But having stuff in your discard pile hurts you on this. Each other player reveals one of those ally or discards all cards in their hand, then draws as many cards as they discarded. After you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, each player simultaneously passes a non-gray ally from their hand to the hand of the player to their left. And each other player reveals their hand, then gains a bindings for each non-gray ally that player has. So as you can see, like I said before, this is very much geared towards competitive play. Maybe that's why it didn't go go down as well. I don't know. I guess do as well. But yeah, that's Marvel Legendary Villains. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna come up against this a couple other times in our Marvel Legendary playthrough, but at least I was able to showcase what this Villains expansion is about, and if you think you might want to get it. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's so short, but we do it as we do it. And man, were all the damn plot twist? There was another plot twist. I swear I shuffled this. Command Strike. There's Daredevil. There's another plot twist. Daredevil, he's the only defender we didn't see. And he's fight. The next ally you recruit this turn goes on top of your deck. Overrun. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. If it costs 1 or more, discard it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Until then, have fun.